I'm here with my Sony ZV-1F. I don't put a light on right now because I want you to see how beautiful this camera may perform in the dark. But let me get a light on. How does that look to you? Does that look much better? Oh yeah, evening shot, early hour shot. Oh yeah, a Sony. How much are you interested in that Sony ZV-E1? Why couldn't they just name it some other name of a camera like a Sony Z1 and just have it on its own platform? Then people started to compare it to all the others. Oh, I should have gotten an FX3. It's similar to an FX3. It's much better than this. It's much better than that. Don't get me wrong, people. It is an awesome camera. I wish I could get one for that price of $2,500 or more. Right now, it's not offering its full potential of 4K 120 frames per second. But yeah, I'm in a Sony family. I got a Sony ZV-1F. It's almost as similar to ZV-1E1. I just can't remember those names anymore. Now, there's this person. His name is What's It All About. Oh, he loves his new GoPro Hero 11. He sold all his cameras and he's very pleased. For the last 4 months he's having a great time using it. And I am very happy for the gentleman. He's a great guy. He deserves a good camera indeed. Well, I deserve a good camera as well. And I tell you, the DJI, oh man, it's the best camera out there. It's got the softest focus issue. The company won't help you out. They listen to you. They try their best for one-on-one to fix your focus issue. But yet the camera still has it at its full price at $329. So a lot of people are going back to GoPro, and that's what they're dealing with. Well, can't blame anybody. People love the DJI because of the low price and the things it could do for them. Well, for me, I just use each of the cameras the best I can on the go. But I tell you, I right now have no light on here. It's dark as can be, and I'm doing a great job, and I'm well lit up. This is much better than a phone? No, because the focus on this camera is fixed focus, but it also has autofocus. So why can't we just have fixed focus and get rid of the autofocus and have it an option so it can focus on us and make the shots better? Wouldn't fixed focus not allow the focus hunting no matter what it is? Well, I don't love bokeh, or known as defocus or product review. I love it in a way. I don't enjoy it because you got to be dead center of this camera in order to work, and I don't want it on all the time. And it does defocus my background. I don't need to have an unfocused background at all times. I like people to see everything. I don't want them just to concentrate on the face. Well, imagine my face is always unfocused and you see the background all the time, then that's not good because you're not going to see the object or the subject of what they're talking about. You got a camera, right? And it overheats. Everything in life overheats. Yeah, 50 minutes later, the camera's overheating because you're shooting at its full potential. So imagine what happens when you get that 4K 120 on a Sony ZV-E1. Oh my God, you're all going to be complaining, I only get 20 minutes out of it. I'll tell you what, my next camera will be a ZV-1F second generation. If not, I'm going to look at the ZV-E10 when it goes back down on a sale. I love that frame thing that will follow you. I would love to get that in this camera. But will it ever happen, Sony? I don't think so. They're too much of a baloney. Now, I got bagels. There used to be 12 and then 3 free. I think they changed it to 12 and 1 free. Well, that goes that. Things cut back in life. What are you going to do? Complain about it? But things get charged. What? $2,500? Unbelievable, man. maybe that camera could be $3,500 instead. Life changes over time, and everything's gotta, make money. And the Sony is a recyclable camera, meaning that the plastics on it's recyclable. But what else is recyclable? The wind muff and maybe the electronics are as well. Well, I'm happy with what I got. I don't need to have an additional stabilization and all. But hey, I'm not bitching telling you what not to get. I'm just telling you what I feel, my thoughts out loud, what I think to you. And if you come to the channel and you see my stuff, I do a lot of products. Sony passed along me for doing a review. I don't mind, because I do other types of reviews and I'm happy with what I get. Now, I do appreciate RC stuff. Oh yeah, man. I appreciate solar lights and all that. And I appreciate electronics like cameras, e-bikes, Bogattas, Teslas and all. I did get contacted by a company of an electric car. But you know what? Sometimes you see things in your thing there, and it's too good to be true. So this may be too good to be true. That is the ultimate vlogging camera. Wouldn't your vlogging camera, your ultimate vlogger's camera, be whatever you got in hand? I remember at the beginning of the show, I started off by doing one of these, turning the lights on, and I was pretty awesomely well lit. Well, I'm awesomely well lit now. But what about everything in between? Did it do a good job? And this is more or less the default of the camera. I'm not a person that goes into the camera and changes all the settings and everything. I got all these favorites here that I could choose from. What do I got to do? Do this on a custom button on top all the time to get what I need to do? I just don't know if I love that. I just love to grab the camera and go. Oh, look, it got a little dark. I'm getting a little light. This is all natural lighting. Now, everybody loves certain cameras, and when something comes out, they love it. And Sony ZV-1F, they immediately started to hate it. And you don't see many videos out on the market of everyone having it. You see it catering to the kids. Well, yeah, it's a camera, expensive camera indeed. One of the lesser expenses for Sony. Well, I wish Sony would have did what they did to the Sony HX series and put that into this camera. They could have put a autofocus lens in here with some zoom, and they didn't have to expand it that big. They could have made it just a little bit. With the little length of the barrel that they got, this camera would have had that in here. Well, cost cutting is what people do. They found a way to offer something a little less and give you a little bit more. I hope you enjoyed this talk of the Sony, GoPro, DJI, bagels, and more. I'm Fish, and I catch you on many other videos to come.